everybody. My name is Ambrose, part of the Survivor Dream Team. I'm here with Father Joe, part of Bloomsburg Survivor Season 2, the 10th person voted out. And then, what was your favorite challenge from episode 1 and why? If you need a refresher, I guess.
Well, the one that sticks out in mind was the first one, Gaga Bomb. You know, there were no teams, no alliances really, except for people that had recently met. It showed, you know, where people were at, their comfort level, what they were looking to get out of it. So that was a very good one to start off with.
How did the term Father Joe come to be? And how do you feel about how they saw you on the Gator team?
Well, it came about, it's almost hard to pinpoint the exact moment, but it was with Aaron, Hope, and Gianna. It happened in the second episode. They're referring to me as Father Joe, and I didn't know how to take it. Were they saying it religiously or because of my age? And it turns out it's because of my age. I do have a lot of white hair, and not gonna lie, I'm twice over the age of most of the participants. So, even in the last episode, I was showing them pictures of my animals and things like that. And I told them about my wife and you know, purchasing a home and things like that, things that are not synonymous with being a college student. So, you know, when you let people know those things, they kind of know your age. So I think that's how that came along. But it was a really good feeling because, like I say, when they come up with the nickname, then you know that's because they really do care about you. So. And you know, that's what made it harder for me in the moment when I was voted off, was realizing that me personally being voted off is hard, but having that time to reflect, and it's been less than 24 hours for me. So, but you know, when I went home and when I was sleeping up and when I woke in the morning, it was like a new day. And you know, these people, they've got a lot of life in front of them, and you know, I sent them a message last night and let them know that, you know, I still care about them, I still love them. I want what's best for their future, and God bless them as well. Because in the end, you know, it's all about growth, and I see the future for these young participants being very bright, and I just don't want them to allow something to affect them negatively where it impacts their future. So I think they're a great group. In fact, I had told my wife when I got home if we could make them some cookies and bring it up for the next episode, just to let them know that there's no hard feelings, no ill will. But most importantly, that I still care about them because I kind of see them as family. Because as I mentioned previously, I'm a person that doesn't open up to people or socialize very much. And you know, I'm an introvert, so it's hard for me to do that. So I got more than I expected out of this competition. So I am very, very appreciative of that. So,
which you provide also in your group decision meetings. So, what were some that you hope they take away with them moving forward?
Going forward, what they're going to realize is when they get out into the business world, this is one of the ones that I wanted to instill, and I heard Davey saying this as well. You got to be transparent with people. You know, everyone knows that they want to win $1,000. Okay, that's $1,000 to a college student goes a very long way. But what I want them to understand, you can't exchange something like that for your long-term growth. Something so easily won can also be easily lost. But if they gain the knowledge and the wisdom to use it, then that goes further in life. So by being transparent and being able to communicate with their teammates, if they would have said, okay, look, Joe, we enjoyed, playing with you, but right now the way things are looking, me, we're friends, and we're gonna try to stay and ride this thing out. I would have been like, that sounds perfect. You're telling me that this is the way it's gonna be. I know what to expect. And when you go out into the real world, if people know what to expect, it makes it easier not only for the other person, but then when you go home at night and lay your head in your pillow, you know that you did the right thing. Because they don't deserve that feeling. And if they were able to go ahead and communicate, then everyone walks away knowing that they did their best. And that's all that matters. So hopefully they'll be able to take that going forward. People are still going to have raw emotions and hurt, but after they leave and those emotions go, they know that they actually have a friend there, but they would be able to go back to them and talk to them. So I hope they think that.
And then, what do you think attributed to all the Gator losses in the first 4 episodes? And do you believe in the Gator curse?
That could have been a factor, the mindset, and that's one of the things that people don't understand is you get to see people's true colors when they face adversity. Adversity will allow someone's character to come to the top. And after a series of losses, I did see some people were getting down. However, it wasn't as bad as the fracturing that we had seen on the other team. We've seen some bickering that was going on, and I can say within the Gators, there really wasn't a bickering. And when we had a series of people that we had to let go, we were actually open and talking about it. And what made it easier was when one person isn't there, it's easier to talk. But it should be just as easy when those people are there. And it's even easier if you make them a part of that. And when that doesn't happen, then you will eventually think, do they really have my best interest? Are they going to try to help me out? Or are they going to go on?
So tell us about your experience with the Capture the Flag competition.
Oh, that one was difficult because it was at night. It was hard to see. We got behind quickly, and it was once the dam breaks, you can't plug the hole, and that's how the Capture the Flag was. Once it started, there was no stopping. So.
And then in episode 2, also, you and Mason were working on that 1 to 100 puzzle for quite a while, and eventually got beat by Python.
Yeah.
So what do you think happened there?
Well, puzzles probably weren't my strong suit. And then we noticed that they were numbered, and we should have been going by the numbers. And to me, it looked like Mason was still trying to see if things fit. I was like, they're numbered, was put them in order and they'll fit. But once again, one of the things that contributed to us taking forever and not even getting close to finish was there were a couple of clues for idle advantages that were in the puzzle pieces, and I stuck one in my pocket because it said don't read it, so I stuck it in my pocket, didn't know what it was. Then the second one I gave to Mason, and when I read it I realized what it was, but that in itself took a few seconds out of being able to do the puzzles. Did it make us lose? I can't say it did, but it did help us. And in the end, I don't know, because I gave one to Davy, because once again I was trying to see what I could do as a team member to help my other teammates, and I believe Mason did not go and look for the clue. Davey said he didn't go look for the clue, so in hindsight I should have kept both of them and looked for the clue, or gave them to my captain and say, hey, look, here's for the team. You have more time to look for them. And once again, that was hindsight 2020. Thought I did the right thing. We lost out on a couple of idols.
10th person already for Survivor Bloomsburg Season 2. Joe, that's enough. Please bring me your torch.